The location of this solemn ceremony today is significant, as this is the proposed site of a permanent memorial that's going to be built that will have the names of our fallen brothers and sisters etched in stone here, their names held in honor as they are within our own hearts. So this place is special. We're grateful for your attendance today, and we're honored to have the families of the firefighters that we're memorializing with us. And to all the members of the fire service that are here, the members of the public, and to any elected officials, we just thank you for your presence. Our ceremony today is steeped in the traditions of the fire service. At different times, we'll ask you to participate in rendering honors by saluting. You'll hear the Honor Guard commander to issue the command of all uniformed personnel present arms. If you're in uniform today, you'll then slowly, to the count of 3, raise your right hand to your forehead and hold that position, salute, until you hear the Honor Guard commander order arms, at which point your hand will then come down. If you're not in uniform today, we want you to join us. So when you see the members of the fire service in uniform saluting, your hand will go up over your heart like you're doing the Pledge of Allegiance, and hold it there until they put their salute down. And this, we will all together be able to render these honors. In just a moment, the fire bell is going to ring, signifying the start of this ceremony. The procession, being led by the masked man, will arrive under the cross ladders. And the IFF District 7 motorcycle group, who traveled across the state, have gathered and escorted the ribbons that will be hung today. These ribbons will be placed on our memorial pike pole. The memorial wreath will be laid. And so, Honor Guard, would you please start our service with the ringing of the bell?
Group, halt. Prepare to post. Post. Recover. Detail. Present. Arms. Order. Arms. Left. Face. Forward. March.
Detail. Ready, face. Forward. March.
Would you please stand for the posting of the colors and the singing of the national anthem?
Ready. Halt. Ready. Face. Uniform personnel. Color guard. Reset. Halt.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights for the rampart we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Oh, da! Ho! Ceremonial about. Hey! Prepare to post the colors. Huh! Color. Recover. Ready? Hey! Forward. Hop.
Thank you. You may be seated. Tacoma Fire Chaplain Russ Peters is going to come and give our invocation. Chaplain Peters.
Would you join me in a blessing for the service? Our gracious Heavenly Father, unto you we thank you, and as you taught long ago, no greater love has this, than a person lay down their lives for their friends. These people we honor today, these firefighters, they've done and paid the ultimate sacrifice. We honor them, let the service be a tribute to them, be comfort, compassion, and care upon their family, and that let them know that their loved ones will never be forgotten. In your precious name we pray. Amen.
Well, I'm honored to introduce the Chief of the Washington State Patrol, who's going to come and officially welcome us on behalf of our governor and the citizens of our great state. Chief Cate has been a tremendous supporter of the fire service, and I will have to say he's never missed one of our state memorial services, and we are grateful for him to be here with us. Chief Cate.
Thanks, Pat. Good afternoon, everyone. It's an honor to be here with you today. I want to say on behalf of the governor, the 2,500 men and women of the Washington State Patrol, but in particular our Fire Marshal's office. Many of them are here with us today. I know that many of you come from far and near to help us today honor these four fallen heroes. I want to say to the families, I personally have been through this too many times and haven't lost a number of troopers. I know your pain. We're here for you. We'll always be with you. Today is about honoring folks who gave their lives in service to others, helping us protect and serve their communities. For that, we'll always be indebted. We want you to ensure that you know from us that when we say we shall never forget, we shall never forget. And this ceremony is a representation of that honoring. I want to read a proclamation for you on behalf of the governor. Whereas firefighters are called on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, in order to respond to medical emergencies, residential, commercial, industrial, and wildland fires, and other emergencies. And whereas firefighting and emergency response is a physically and mentally demanding job that comes with an inherent and unavoidable risk. And whereas firefighters are exposed to carcinogens that causes cancer while fighting wildfires or fires in general, whereas in addition to physical injury and mental duress, during and after an emergency response, many firefighters have died in the line of duty. And whereas it is crucial that we remember and honor the sacrifice of all those who serve and are still serving. Whereas in 2023, 4 firefighters lost their lives and will be honored here today. Clallam County Fire District 3 Captain Charles Chad Cate, lost on January 12th, 2023. Tacoma firefighter Robert Schiemer, lost on January 29th, 2023. And Wenatchee Valley Fire Division Chief Ronald Allen Roy, lost on July 31st, 2023. And Port of Seattle firefighter Alvin Vaughn, December 25th, 2023. Now and therefore, I, Governor Jay Inslee of the state of Washington, do hereby proclaim August 11th of 2024 as Fallen Firefighter Memorial Day. In Washington, I urge us all to do our part in joining me in paying our respect and observance to these 4 heroes. Thank you very much.
Today we're honored to have with us State Representative from District 28, Dan Bronsky, for our keynote address. Representative Bronsky played an integral role in the legislation that was passed this year, allowing the establishment of a permanent memorial to be built here on the Capitol campus. We're tremendously grateful for his work and his vision to see this become a reality. Representative Bronsky, I want to personally say thank you for your work on behalf of every firefighter who's given their life in the line of duty. Our first recorded line of duty death was Seattle firefighter Herman Larson, who died on March the 9th of 1891. Once our memorial is built, it will have on it the 280 names of our brothers and sisters who have died in the line of duty since that day in 1891. And we know that in the next few years, more names will be added. This memorial will be a critical part of our history, and more importantly, will stand as a present reminder of the lives that each of these firefighters lived, their families, and their co-workers. A testament to the words never forgotten. So I'd like to welcome State Representative Dan Bronsky to come and give our keynote address today.
Thanks. Yep. Good afternoon, everyone. Family, friends, distinguished guests, brothers and sisters. My name is Dan Bronsky. I'm a 23-year West Pierce firefighter and 23-year union member of the International Association of Firefighters. I also have the honor and privilege to serve in the Washington State House of Representatives for the people of the 28th Legislative District. I was invited here today to provide remarks by Puget Sound Regional Fire Authority Chaplain Pat Ellis, who serves as the president of the Washington State Fallen Firefighters Foundation. And I'm humbled to be here today. And just full disclosure, this was not entirely me. This is a big team effort to undergo this process that will create a permanent memorial here on the state's Capitol campus. I am humbled to be here today as the primary sponsor of Substitute House Bill 2091, which does grant us the authority to establish a fallen firefighter memorial here on our state's Capitol campus. And that bill had great bipartisan support. Its first co-sponsor is retired Central Mason firefighter and state representative from the 35th Legislative District, Representative Dan Griffey. And of course, Clallam County Fire District 3 firefighter and State Senator Kevin Vandeweghe from the 24th Legislative District sponsored the Senate's companion bill. This was agency request legislation brought to us by the Department of Natural Resources and the Commissioner of Public Lands, Hillary Franz. The bill passed out of both the House and Senate chambers unanimously and was signed into law by Governor Inslee on March 13th and went into effect on June 6th. The Washington State Fallen Firefighters Foundation was established in partnership with the Washington State Fire Chiefs Association, the Washington State Council of Firefighters, the Washington State Firefighters Association, and the Washington Fire Commissioners Association in October of 2015. And one of the main purposes of the foundation is to establish a permanent memorial to the fallen firefighters of Washington State here on the Washington State Capitol campus. The current State Fallen Fire Memorial is located at the Washington State Fire Training Academy in North Bend, and it has served there well for decades, and I am confident it will remain as an inspiration for future generations of firefighters who will train there and follow in the footsteps of those who came before them. I envision the memorial that will be established here on campus to be highly accessible to family members, friends, and coworkers. Just as important, though, it is that people whose lives who have been touched by our fallen and all of the people of the state of Washington will have a place to somberly reflect on the sacrifices made by those honored here at the site of the future memorial. We believe that this location here at the North Diagonal is highly probable to be where the memorial will be placed, and this spot is very truly accessible. During the legislative session, thousands of visitors from across the state embark on the Capitol campus at this very spot. But after the legislature convenes, this campus serves as a tranquil park like setting for people in the community and for people across the state. Again, allowing them to have a place to reflect on those who we will memorialize. Since 1891, there have been nearly 300 volunteer and career firefighters who have passed away in the line of duty. This memorial to all of those who have made the ultimate sacrifice will resonate with families and firefighters all across our state. Its presence on our state capitol campus will provide a visible and lasting recognition for those from our profession that deserve it the most. Today we are here to pay respects and to remember Captain Chad Cate from Clallam County Fire District 3, a member of IAFF Local 2933. Firefighter Bo Schiemer from Tacoma Fire Department and member of IAFF Local 31. Division Chief Ron Roy from Wenatchee Valley Fire. And Firefighter Alvin Vaughn from Port of Seattle and member of IAFF Local 1257. We, gathered here, will never forget those who lost their lives in the line of duty, and soon all of the people of the state of Washington will have the opportunity to be the caretakers of this future memorial and this place that will serve us as a permanent reminder of our bravest. Thank you for allowing me to be here and speak today.
Representative Bronski, thank you for your words, for your support, and for everybody that was a part of that legislation process. We are so grateful. There are many traditions that have been adopted by the fire service to honor the men and women who have given their lives while protecting and serving their communities. We employ these ceremonies to capture the honor of their service, their selflessness, their compassion, and their professionalism. Over the past few days, members of the IFF 7th District Motorcycle Group have escorted the 4 memorial ribbons that we are presenting here today from their departments to here, where their names will be hung on our memorial pike pole. And I want to say a special thank you to all those who are part of that ride. The firefighters have ridden from Wenatchee, Clallam County, Tacoma, and the Port of Seattle, and they've done so on their own time and on their own support. And riders, your dedication to the memory of these 4 firefighters is truly and greatly appreciated. We started placing ribbons on a memorial pike pole in 2001. There are now 103 ribbons that hang in the memory and in tribute to our fallen. The ribbons bear their names so that we will never forget who they are and the families that they love. These ribbons remind us of their story of their lives, a story that was written with meaning and with purpose. And we need to continue to tell their stories and how their memories and their lives have impacted us. It's through those stories that they continue to live on. We may never have a chance to honor to meet them, but we will always know who they are because you speak their name. Their names are embroidered here as they are embroidered upon our hearts. Today, as we read their names, we speak their names, and we do so with reverence and with honor. We read their names to memorialize their memory, not just as firefighters, but as men, women, husbands, wives, moms, dads, sons, and daughters. After the ribbons are hung on the memorial pike pole, we will stand and honor their memory with the playing of taps. The 24 mournful notes of taps are played to commemorate the memory of our fallen. The fire bell will ring 21 bells, signifying the end of our brothers and sisters' duties, and that they are now out of service. The pipe band will play Amazing Grace, which reminds us of the dedication and passion for service beyond ourselves. For there is no greater love than one would lay down their life for another. After Amazing Grace, we will rest in a moment of silence to remember the impact these firefighters had upon our lives. For those family members who are hanging the memorial ribbons upon the pole with the honor guard, when we read the name of your firefighter, please come to the front to retrieve the ribbon from the honor guard, and they will instruct you how to hang it. Would the ribbon guidon detail please come forward?
Detail. Okay. Quick. Hold on.
here today on August the 11th of 2024, on the lawn of the state capitol where our permanent memorial will be built. We honor Firefighter Charles Cate, Clallam County Fire District 3, last alarm, January 12th, 2023. Today we honor Firefighter Robert Schiemer, Tacoma Fire Department, last alarm, January 29th, 2023. Today we honor Division Chief Ronald Roy, Wenatchee Valley Fire, last alarm, July 31st, 2023. We honor Firefighter Alvin Vaughn, Port of Seattle Fire, last alarm, December 25th, 2023.
rise for the plane attack. Uniform personnel, present, arm. Order, arm. The audience, please be seated.
You can be seated, thank you. Throughout history, the lives of firefighters have always been closely associated with the ringing of the fire bell. It was a bell that signaled to our firefighters the beginning of each shift. Throughout the day and night, each alarm was sounded by the ringing of a bell. Its ring summoned these brave souls to fight fire and to place their lives into jeopardy for the good of their fellow citizens. Once the fire was out, the alarm had come to an end. It was the bell rung that signaled to the end to all the completion of that call. Today, when a firefighter dies in the line of duty, paying the supreme sacrifice, it's the mournful toll of the bell that solemnly announces our comrades' passing and that they are now out of service. And so today we salute our fallen brothers, Cate, Schiemer, Ron Roy, and Alvin Vaughn. They have completed their tasks, their duties well done. The bell now rings in memory of and in tribute to their life and service, their last alarm.
Teacher, ready, hey.
When I am called to duty, God, whatever flames may rage, give me strength to save a life, whatever be its age. Help me embrace a little child before it is too late, or save an older person from the horror of that fate. Enable me to be alert and hear the weakest shout quickly and efficiently to put the fire out. I want to feel my calling to give the best in me, to guard my friend and neighbor and protect his property. And if according to your will I must answer death's call, bless with your protecting hand my family, one and all.
You know, every time I hear the sound of Amazing Grace on the pipes, I think of friends, fellow firefighters that have passed. Firefighters that died on duty, off duty, retired. These men and women who are our friends, not just our co-workers and fellow firefighters. They were doing what they loved, their calling, what some would say they were born to do. The sound of the pipes and the sight of the honor guard, our memorial pike pole. These emblems keep them alive within our hearts, aside the memories that we have of them and the times that we spent together. Today in our ceremony, we put into action the words never forgotten. Words that are used often in these situations, but have no power or meaning unless we do this. Honor, tell the story of, say their names, and keep them close to our hearts. These lives that have lost in the line of duty are not, and will not be forgotten. Their lives mattered, and what they have imparted into each of us will forever be a part of who we are. Today we've heard their names, and forever they will be etched in our hearts. Each of them lived full and amazing lives, and their contributions to the world around them, the people they encountered along the way, will forever remain a testament of the lives that they lived. So in these moments of heartbreak and grief, we remember that the only reason we have an empty space in our heart is because we were blessed with someone who loved us so beautifully, it occupied an entire part of our soul. I want to say a special thank you to each of us, or to each of you, families who have traveled here today to join us in this moment of honor. Thank you to Chief Batiste, State Representative Bronski, the Honor Guard, the Mass Band, and the members of the motorcycle group. All of your work today, your honor, reminds us of how precious it is to be a firefighter and to remember those who we've lost. Listen to the words in closing. It's a poem called The Tide. It says, the tide recedes but leaves bright seashells on the sand. The sun goes down, but the gentle warmth still lingers on the land. The music stops, and yet it echoes on in sweet refrains. For every life that passes, something beautiful remains. To the families of our fallen, please know that your loved one is not gone from our hearts. We hold them close. They are part of who we are, and we will never forget them. Because their life, though is past, the beauty of who they are is still within each and every one of us. Would you please rise now for the retiring of the colors, and then we will conclude our service with the ringing of the fire bell.
Ready? Halt! Ready? Hey! Uniform personnel! Color guard! Free and halt! Order! Halt! Prepare to retire to colors. Retire! Ready? Hey! Forward! March!
With the ringing of the fire bell, this concludes our 2024 Washington State Fallen Firefighters Memorial Service. Ladies and gentlemen, may the Lord bless you and may the Lord keep you. You may be dismissed. Thank you for being here with us today.